speaking of velos, we always joke, like, oh my God, velo, like, everybody's throwing 100 nowadays. I mean, everybody that I've faced in camp, whether it's live BPs or in games, it's just been 95 to 100. And I'm like going in the scouting report. I'm like, hey, what's this guy got? And like the first word's like, yeah, 94, 98. And I'm just like, oh, weird.
Yeah, that's everybody.
Everybody.
It's ridiculous. Faced Chris Martin today in live BP. He's massive. He's like 6'8". And I was like, it's remind me what he's got. It's like 96. I can't. Okay, 96. Everybody's got 96. Yep. Okay, perfect.
Got it.
Yeah.
Tell me you only have room for one tall friend. How about that?
That's a good point. His locker is very close to mine. The locker room too.
Well, I'm closer to your heart.
Can we do spring? That's very true. Can we do spring training updates?
Well, we got to talk.
We got to
talk about your best friend.
Yes. Well, yes. But spring training updates.
Oh, from each of us?
Everyone has to give their spring training update. It's week 2.
Okay.
I am playing in games this week, hopefully. Thank you. Yep. I've done live BP twice. Very, very exciting.
I watched one of them. And I thought you were taking, and then you swung, and I was like, "Ooh, you must be feeling good."
Yeah, I'm throwing baseballs like 120 feet today, so super exciting.
Quick interjection. I didn't watch your second live AB against Riley Thompson. I saw your first one. He was in the locker room. He goes, I bet Happ was so pissed at me. He's like, I had him 3-0 and I threw him 3 straight curveballs.
I was like, what are you doing? It was literally 3-0 and he threw a curveball. And I was like,
well, that's the rule. If they're going to throw it 3-0, they'll throw it 3-1.
And then he threw me a 3-1 curveball. And I went,
surely not 3 in a row, right?
And then I think he threw another one, walked me, but I was just like, what are you doing?
And he throws hard too. He throws gas.
Yeah, like you don't use the heater. I also saw I got 3-0 and saw a change up from a minor leaguer in live VP too. And I was like, what's going on?
I mean, we ain't grooving you heaters down the middle. Like, what do you think this is?
Is this a new part of the pitching strategy for the Cubbies? 3-0 off speed? Like, just throw it over the dish, guy.
Don't want to give up a bomb.
Oh yeah, live VP bomb. It's gonna be the end of the world. I want to hit
minor
a
leaguers
VP bomb so I can feel good.
Minor leaguers facing you, they want to get you out.
When I was throwing today, I was in the facility trying to find someone to throw with, which is really hard. So I went over to the minor league side and got a coach to throw with me. And then you came walking by and you got to watch me throw.
Yeah, you were.
I was really humming it out
like
there.
100 throws.
It was a lot of throws. I was tired. Throwing?
You threw them right on the money though when I walked past.
Thanks. You know what I'm really bad at is counting. Anything over like 5 reps, like you might as well. So like it's like 10 throws here, and I'm like, I get to like 3, and I'm like, I'll go until I have like somewhere between 8 and 12. I'll get close.
That's the worst part of rehab is I have to throw like 10 at 30, 10 at 60, and then like 25 at 75, and I'm like, it seems like 25. Like I think I'm good.
Like I need like a whiteboard. I need someone next to me like tally. I'm like 1, 2. Zach, do you want to give us your update from Go Tigers camp? How's Go Tigers camp?
Yeah. It's been good. I hit in.
Wait, quick question. I just want to interject. Do they not put you up somewhere where there's Wi-Fi?
Yeah, Wi-Fi is super cruddy, and they don't put us up. I had to get it on my own.
Super cruddy. Because they paid Javi too much money, so they don't have enough to. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Go Tigers.
Funny story about that. Yeah, the other day I was backing him up, and I was like, "Hey Jay, I'm assuming I'm running for him." And he's like, "Yeah, She's like, "Shorty, I love you," but he's like, $140 million. And I was like, "Yeah, I get it." I was like, "I get it. He's rich. I get it." And he was like, "I love how you're aware of it, but $140 million. I was like, "I got it. I'll be out there."
I saw
just a team guy.
Super team.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw a friend of the pod, Robbie, hit show homer against the Yankees, and it was smashed.
He's got 2 homers. He's going for the Grapefruit League.
The Grapefruit League record?
Yeah, he's doing it. Yeah, that's what we were talking this offseason. That's what he said he was really working on. Like coming out of the gate hot. He wants to, break the record or whatever it is. I think he's got a chance. I know it's a shortened season, but I think he's got a chance.
Zach, you know who's trying to break one of you have to hold the record. And you know who's trying to break it of most at bats in the Cactus League?
Who is it?
Jared Young.
Yeah, good for him.
Yesterday, Frank started and like his back was tight or something. And he came in after the first inning and played the entire game after that.
Love that.
He said, he's like, I've already had like 12 at bats. He's like, I have to lead the Cactus League in at bats right now.
I love that.
Tom, can you look up how many at bats I had in the Cactus League in 2017? The research team could do it. I assume you can do it. Before we get back to Go Tigers Camp, I would like for the Compound Podcast Twitter to tweet at Friends of the Pod every time they hit a homer.
I like that.
Congrats, friend of the pod, Robbie, on your home run today.
We have too many friends of the pod for that to happen.
That's true. We are very popular.
Baseball ones?
I mean, Donaldson.
I don't think.
Robbie,
I don't know if Ari.
Schwarb
I don't know
Daddy.
if Ari Gold has any homers.
You don't know though. Maybe he plays softball league.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, Jay Hay and KB came on and Riz. There's a lot of friends of the pod to keep up with. Maybe just do one for Robbie because I get excited whenever he hits show homers. All right, tell us more about Go Tigers Camp.
Yeah, it's been good. I was in Javi's BP group today. He hit a round lefty, and it was honestly quite demoralizing what he did lefty. Like we were all laughing. We're like, this is actually a joke.
He takes a legit BP, like his left-handed BP is like as good as
like legit BP.
Yeah, it's really sad. Like I'll take my left-handed BP and not hit a homer, and then he'll hit left-handed and hit like 4 homers. Like, wait, what?
That's the toughest thing is like taking the egoless BP when you're like in one of those boppers group and you're like, I'm not doing it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Like the Wind yesterday, we're at Tampa, the Yankees place, and I was hitting with Spencer Torkelson, who's really, really good. And like he was just flicking balls out oppo. And I was like, I'm gonna do that. And like roll over, flare, roll over, like line drive. And I was like, this is pointless. This is so dumb.
I struggled with that with the Cubbies because when we had Riz, KB, Javi, and Schwarb in a group, it was like, wait a minute.
It sucks. It sucks.
Like, yeah, I was like, this is every swing's a homer. I can't do every swing a homer. That's not my game.
No.
Ian, in 2017, you had 60 at bats during spring training, got 23 hits,
60,
383 average.
Yeah, Rick.
Oh,
That's why you wanted the stats. You sicko.
No. I think I played in 30 Cactus League games. 29 Cactus League games. There must have only been 30 days, 30 games, and I played in 29 of them.
You have never played over 19 again.
Yeah, that was I set some records there.
I feel like you had a lot in 19 though.
I had a lot of homers, but I was.
No, I'm saying because you're
19 was actually my
trying
really
to earn
bad
a spot.
19 was my really bad spring.
It's okay.
It's
Look
funny.
where you are now. Now
It's
you're going
funny.
into ARB year 2.
Yeah. This would be ARB 3 if I actually had a better spring in 19. That's what they'll tell you. Sore subject.
It's funny. Like, you say you hit 3, whatever it was.
83.
And I think I'm 0 for 5 right now. And I've had like 3 or 4 really good swings, and I am just feeling myself right now. And I'm like, I couldn't imagine playing 29 Cactus League games and actually staying hot for those games and having balls at the
I'm sick of seeing lineups with 5-9 not in it. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, what are we doing?
Like, hey, 1 run today. I wonder why. 1 run today, and I wonder why. Because 5-9 wasn't starting.
I get my first like off day tomorrow. Like my name is not on the travel list, and it was kind of like a little alarming. I was like, oh Christ, like here we go already.
Oh,
all right,
crud.
I get it. I was like, I get it. It is what it is. And today, before the game, I walked by AJ, and AJ's like, hey, that's not a typo on the board. Like you're off tomorrow. And I'm like, are you sure? Like I'm all good. Like whatever. I was like, yeah. He's like, we got a bunch of guys. Why don't you get a day? I'm like, all right, great. And I was like, I was gonna come into your office tomorrow morning and say, hey, do you want to speak before or after the game? But he was like, no. He's like, you're all good.
Was he gonna say, yeah, like take the day tomorrow? Like it takes a while for us to pack your locker and move it to the other side.
And that's what no, because like I think last year when I got sent, I wasn't on a work group, and I was like, okay. And then like 2 minutes later, the bench coach is like, hey, Shorty, AJ needs you. I'm like, oh, sick.
I wonder
So
what
like
this
today
is
I
about.
was like, I saw it. Right. And I saw it on the board and I was like, oh, dope. And I was like, oh no. Oh no.
5'8".
And then he
5'8"
said
Bs,
that, and I
that's
was
all
like,
they need to see.
You saw a friend of the pod, Riz, the other day?
yeah, I did. And we went and talked behind the turtle for a little bit. And then, everybody from the Cubs either plays for the Tigers or the Cubs. So there was a lot of hugging and dapping up as soon as I went over there. It's like, okay. All right, Riz. See you later.
Did Riz and Javi talk for a while?
Not for a while. There's a few coaches that Riz talked to. I think he talked to
Gary Jones.
Yes. Yep.
Fucking Jonesy. Toothpick.
He's a beauty. His
Always
hat, the way he wears his hat is incredible.
He's a legend.
It was like folded up. It was like folded up in the dugout. And I was like, whose hat is that? And I like put 2 and 2 together and I was like, oh shit, that's literally how he folds his hat.
Yeah, he folds his hat. And I don't even know. He told me the story one time about why he does it, but he folds his hat all crazy like and then puts it on.
I told him the story the other day of your rookie year when you thought you had the cycle and he started dying laughing.
I got over there. Let's go back to the dugout. Okay. Thanks, Jonesy. Dakota, anything you'd like to say about Cubs camp?
I was going to ask you about your best friend, Seiku.
It's Seiya.
Oh, Seiya. That's right. Seiya Suzuki. Sorry.
He is my new best friend. I've decided. And he's hilarious. He is legitimately hilarious. His translator's name is Toy. And he doesn't speak that much English. He's working on it, but we have conversations through translator Toy, and he is very, very funny. And he's going to be a fantastic addition to the Cubbies. He actually hit a line drive off someone in live VP today. And
I saw it was off of
Espinoza?
Yeah, Espinoza.
And it was scary.
It hit him right in the glove, though, didn't it?
Yeah.
I heard about that.
His Mike Trout line was great.
Hilarious. Loves Mike Trout.
So good.
His swing is nasty. He's got easy oppo pop.
All the guys who come over from there have a very obviously similar swing, but they're all so good.
Dude, his VP is impressive. His oppo power is impressive. I think he won the gold. He did win the Gold Glove over there.
I feel like the hardest thing for them to adjust to is like the velo.
I think velo and like high heaters, like elevated heaters.
Yeah, but don't they have pretty good vert over there and like spin rate? Isn't that like one of their?
They have good spin rate, but the ball's different. The ball's smaller, a little bit smaller, a little bit different seams.
Yeah.
And then he said the start. He said what?
They don't switch their balls when they're playing.
Yeah, they don't switch them mid-season.
They don't have
he said
no leagues do that.
He said the starters don't quite throw as hard, but the relievers do throw hard. So, I don't know. I'm sure there'll be an adjustment period, but he's pretty good. I think he'll be all right. But he's strong and he's very funny. Those are my two.
Also, have the Cubbies signed every possible relief pitcher, or are there any left for them to sign?
I think they're just getting everybody.
I mean, it was like 8 guys in 2 days.
Zach's good friend Daniel Norris, part of the team.
Have you talked to him at all?
Yeah, we talked to him in the dugout during the game a couple of days ago. Been talking coffee a little bit. Been talking not about you because we don't like you, but
that's nice.
That's rude.
No, we did talk about you. We talked about. I'm trying to think what else we talked about.
How gross is friend of the pod Scott Efros?
What about friend of the pod Scott Efros?
How gross is he? I
Not
wish
best
you
either,
had to
but
face him in a
personally.
live. You'd be toast.
I feel like I haven't seen Scott that much. I feel like I haven't seen a lot of people. I sat with Nico and I watched the game today for a little bit, and we were saying that it feels like Nico and I, our lockers are next to each other, so we see each other a lot. But like, I feel like I haven't seen Schwindel or Wisdom or a
Zach,
bunch of the infielders. Like,
you should
at all.
see the shoes that Scott Efros wears around the facility.
Are they show?
You would think this guy had 20 years of showtime. They're black and lime green and orange and blue and purple. Like they're all colorful. And I go, hey, Scott, we don't wear blue anymore. We just wear whatever we want. Unbelievable by that guy. It's disgusting. It's disgusting.
I'm kind of down for it, though.
No, because
I'm down
we
for it.
wear Cubby blue shoes. You know that. That's just like Happ that had on just a gray shirt. I go, when do we wear this? We don't. We wear Cubby blue in the facility.
I think it's overrated for everybody to look like a blueberry all the time. You get
It's
your work done. If you're on the field, sure, wear a Cubby blue shirt. If not on the field, wear whatever you want.
disgusting. I'm just, I'm about tradition. That's just me, I guess.